class continued, we saw a lot of lesbianism and crying. Will there be more? Well, let's see. It's on and on. Since I don't work weekends, I never really know what to do with myself during my free time. The library yesterday was nice, but I don't want to hang out there again. So far, I've spent the day simply reading at home and brewing the occasional cup of tea to stave off my hunger. I keep checking my phone, but Aoi hasn't replied to any of my texts. Even when I call, she lets it go to voicemail. I don't even have any requests to attend to. I was hoping I would at least get one this weekend to help occupy my time. To take a break from reading Strange Flower, I decided to browse through Noise and see what's happening in my social circle. Though I'm not close to any of the people I'm connected to, save for Aoi, reading through their posts always lifts my mood. Rather annoyingly, the first post I come across from is from Tomoe. Tomomo, 9 minutes ago. Bitches be trippin' if they think they're gonna steal my man. We thick-ass thieves. He getting lucky tonight. Ayo. The garbled post is accompanied by a photo of her and Shinya getting cozy together. Shinya looks more than a little nervous. I'd be willing to bet that Tomoe is the first girl he's ever snuggled like this. Probably the first girl he's ever touched. Well, probably, besides me. I mean, I don't know if we shook hands or anything, but still. I can't quite figure out why she's so interested in him, or why he's into her, for that matter. Tits! And for, Tomoe, I guess just to piss you off or something, I don't know. At first I thought Tomoe was just trying to bug me to annoy me by pursuing someone she thought I wanted. But surely this is taking it too far, right? Haven't I made it clear that I just don't care? I noticed that I've been frowning while looking at Tomoe's posts, so I decided to slam my fingers down on the thumbs down button. A little text box below the post now reads, Noriko Kurosawa disliked this. My frown breaks and I smirk. It feels somewhat satisfying to publicly dislike Tomoe's posts. I can imagine Tomoe's face going tomato red when she reads the notification. With a little giggle, I scroll past the post and keep browsing my feed. As expected, it doesn't take long to find a post from Shinya himself. It's out of character for him, but he's actually not posting about criminal cases and detective work for once. Shinya with a capital S, Fujikawa, 13 hours ago. I never believed in love until I met her. She swept me off my feet and showed me how to become a better man. She makes me want to be the best person I can be. My heart goes out to my darling Tomoe. 2 days together and counting. Ugh, cringe. I look forward to every day because of you. Thank you. I involuntarily gag and continue scrolling. Nothing else in my newsfeed really compares to those last posts. My sister wrote something about her sucky job, and a few coworkers posted how grief-stricken they were about Akane Kusurumaki passing away unexpectedly. Sister! Sister! Sucky job! I wonder who the sister is! Akane Tsurumaki, followed closely by Eiichi Hanada, and long before them, both Rui Atano, the one who started it all. 3 strangers, 3 people dead, all because of Corpse Girl. People wanted them dead, and because of that, I also wanted them dead. I won't forget their names. When Corpse Girl rises above the muck and filth in this world and becomes truly famous, I'll share a toast to their memories. Until then, I need to trudge forward. I need new targets, new victims to launch Corpse Girl's name into the stars. If Corpse Girl's website becomes more than an urban legend, more than a rumor whispered off into the shadows, then no, I need to take it slow. I can't get too far ahead of myself. I still need to put in a lot of work before I can attain my goal. There has to be a way to promote the site. Flashy advertising is out of the question. I don't want the site looking like a gimmick people can visit simply to pass the time. I need word of mouth, testimonials. So far the site has claimed 3 victims. I need the original requesters to spread the word about how effective the website really is. Yes, that'd be perfect, but I obviously can't get in touch with them now. They remain anonymous. When they requested death, no one would willingly put in their contact details when doing something so shady anyway. I reach my laptop, sitting on the couch next to me. Maybe I'll take just one more look for a new request. You never know, right? I'll log into the administration panel of Corpse Girl's website and check out for notifications. 1 new request! Request details. Today, 3:31 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. Wait, 3:31 p.m.? This was submitted just a few minutes ago. What are the chances I would check the incoming request as soon after receiving a new one? My heart begins to race as the attached photo downloads to my computer. I'm excited about the prospect of working on a new request for the rest of the evening. Who will be the poor sucker to succumb to Corpse Girl's whims? Will another beautiful corpse be left in my wake? Oh no! Oh, I wonder who submitted that one! My heart skips a beat and my hand instantly turned cold. What the hell? A photo of myself appears on the screen. It's the very same image used for my company ID tag. I'm not smiling in the photo or in real life. Is this some kind of joke? Somebody has requested my death. I wonder who! Somebody has requested my death.
Somebody wants me dead?
Oh god. I'm going to Lulu.
I can't believe it! It finally happened! I know exactly who requested my death!
I know too!
Tomoe!
Yeah!
That stupid, vapid bitch!
Yeah, that stupid, vapid bitch! Tomoe Watanabe, the one person who hates me more than I hate myself. Of course she's the one who uploaded my photo. Of course she wants Corpse Girl to take care of me. She's been looking for somebody to test the website on. Her noise post from the start of the week confirms that. And she has been getting increasingly obsessed with tormenting me lately. I'm willing to bet that when I disliked her latest post, it finally triggered her to request my death.
Tomoe, you brainless whore! I am Corpse Girl!
Yeah, I'm Corpse Girl! In a fit of manic laughter, I set to work dismembering my photo. I'm going to make my corpse look so realistic that she'll think she really succeeded in getting me killed. And then, when her guard is down... Okay, bitch. Okay, bitch. It's Monday!
No sign of Sato yet? I wonder if she got held up. It's not exactly professional to be late on your first day of work.
Oh, she wasn't able to quit her job. Grind my teeth and know that Shinya can't sense my anxiety.
She'll be here.
I don't believe the bitter words that tumble out of my mouth. I sent her a message to Aoi's seemingly abandoned phone, not really expecting a reply.
Actually, she's not the only one absent. Tomoe isn't here either.
Oh, really? I wonder where she is. It doesn't tell me that. I've been watching her desk like a hawk ever since I came in this morning. There's a small surprise waiting for her in her top desk drawer, courtesy of yours truly. I've been eagerly anticipating her arrival for an hour now.
We had a late night last night, so I wonder if she woke up on time.
I taste something foul in my mouth. I don't really need Shinya's recap of his night with Tomoe.
Don't you have work to do?
Of course. I need to.
His vocalized thoughts trail off as he wanders away. I return my focus to the keyboard in front of me. As I type, letters scroll across my screen seemingly slower than usual. No Aoi, no Tomoe. The static drone of the office environment is just as loud as ever. Without those two here, something feels off. Aoi shouldn't be missing her first day of work. And say what you want about Tomoe, at the very least, she's punctual. For her to be this late is very unusual.
Kurosawa, a word, if you please.
Yes, Mom, I am. Chat, please don't click that. I look up to find a middle-aged woman standing over me, one hand beckoning in an intimidating fashion. Kotomi Ida, an executive who oversees a lot of the juniors on this floor. I deal with her a few times a week. She's a serious and critical person, but I've seen a warmer side of her when she chats with colleagues of her own level.
Miss Ida, did you need something?
Please, come with me.
Oh, shit. I reluctantly rise from my chair and follow her through the office. She leads me to one of the glass screen cubicles that line one wall at the office. Special spaces reserved for meetings and temporary workstations.
Take a seat.
I follow her instructions, sitting down on one of the bright and colorful plastic chairs that fill the small enclosure.
A new employee was supposed to start work today. Sato, an acquaintance of yours, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. I've been trying to get in contact with her.
I see. You understand that it doesn't reflect well on Sato's character if she can't arrive on time for her first day of work, correct?
Yes, I understand. Believe me, it is very out of the ordinary for her to do something like this.
I'm sure. Fujikawa recommended Sato for the job based on your personal request. You need to be aware that since Fujikawa holds rank over you, he is the one who will be reprimanded for hiring an unsuitable employee. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to say that he will be punished. Rather, his recommendations will be denied for the foreseeable future.
Ooh.
And any attempt he makes to climb the ladder, so to speak, will be vehemently refused by the other executives.
Isn't that a bit extreme? All of that because of one temp employee that didn't show up for work?
Oh, I think I kind of maybe fucked up by not trying to help out Aoi.
That's the way these things go. I've seen it dozens of times. The reason I'm telling you this is because you should feel some sort of responsibility to apologize to Fujikawa.
I had no idea. Honestly,
Enough. This isn't an open discussion. Apologize to Fujikawa, and see if he will find it in his heart to forgive you. And please advise him to seek employment elsewhere. I don't foresee his career with us flourishing anytime soon.
Oh, now I feel really bad. Shit.
That's all.
Kotomi abruptly exits the cubicle and leaves me alone, sitting in a stupid-looking green plastic chair. I take some time to compose my thoughts before also walking out. I don't know what to say to Shinya. I don't even know if I should say anything. Surely Kotomi is being a bit extreme and effectively halting Shinya's career at Temujin. This is all because I recommended Aoi for the job. I feel like an idiot, but how was I to know that Aoi would prove unreliable? And still, it's far too extreme. Kotomi is out of line. Something else is at play here, I can feel it. Maybe Kotomi wants Shinya gone for her own reasons, but I can't imagine why. He's a junior employee and not exactly the type to step on anyone's toes and make enemies. I return to my desk in a bit of a huff and slump in my swivel chair. My eyes fall on the empty can of coffee next to my computer screen, and I begin to wish I'd purchased more than one this morning. Glancing over to the top of my screen, I can see that Tomoe still hasn't arrived. Maybe I'll have to wait until tomorrow for her to find the gift I left for her. I'm sure she'll love it. I don't enjoy my walk home through the park this evening as much as I normally do. There are too many things weighing on my mind. Aoi, Tomoe, Shinya, and Kotomi. Why is it that I'm increasingly finding myself drawn into office drama? I don't want to deal with any of it. I just want to pursue my own goals. Working at the office is a means to an end. A way to keep a roof over my head and have the money to achieve Corpse Girl's ambitions. I wonder if I could monetize Corpse Girl's services. Users could pay a fee to request his death, or I could even just accept donations. But I get this sinking feeling that asking for money will reduce the amount of requests I get. The number of requests coming in is already depressingly low. If I reduce it any further, I'd be in trouble. As I draw closer to my apartment building, my phone cries out for attention. I bring it to my ear with a swift hand.
Aoi?
Oh! Oh shit, what happened?
Noriko, what's the deal? I've been trying to get in touch with you all day. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't bring myself to come into the office.
Aoi, no!
Well, I gathered that. Tell me why. You know, just the stuff I normally have to deal with. For real? What are we talking about here? Stalkers? Or your own battles? I left the apartment twice. I really did. But I had to go back inside each time because it didn't feel right. I had to check a few things and then check again, and in the end, I gave up and laid in bed. I must have fallen asleep because when I looked at the time, it was already late.
I sigh angrily, hope that Aoi doesn't hear me.
All right. It sounds like you had a rough day. I'm sorry, but the situation isn't great. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I don't think they'll be happy with you if you come in tomorrow. If I were you, I'd write a polite letter of resignation and just forget about the job. Shinya's been kind of thrown under the bus because of this. Shinya? Why? I'm not too sure myself. Since he got you the job, I suppose he was somewhat responsible for you. But because you didn't come in, it sounds like his career's in real jeopardy. Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah.
Take a breath. You didn't know something like this would happen. I didn't either. I think this one exec has it out for him or something because it's too much of an overreaction. I can't believe it. I never wanted to cost him his job. I know. You didn't mean for this to happen. Look, I'll try and smooth things out a little. I'll talk to Shinya tomorrow. You need to look after yourself right now, okay? Promise me you'll just take it easy tonight and relax. Okay. Forget this ever happened. Noriko will look after everything. Thank you, Noriko. Okay. Get some rest. Talk to you soon, Aoi. Bye-bye.
God damn it, Aoi, you fucked it up. I end the call with a heavy heart. I don't actually have any idea what to do. When it comes to Aoi, I always feel obligated to just tell her anything that'll help her feel better. If I could actually follow through with my words and act and genuinely make things better for her, then, well, maybe we'd have a bit of a different relationship than we do now. But I probably missed my opportunity for that a long time ago. Bruh, just confess your love to her. It's never too late. It's never too late to be gay. In senior high school, I was never truly understanding of her, and that cost me too much. Things are different now. Of course, I've seen what she goes through. I'd like to think I understand her a lot more now. My feelings for her are true, and not muddled in sympathy or pity. If this was a different life, and I hadn't made all those stupid mistakes, I would be happy to be with her. But now, the best I can do is what she wants to remain friends with me, and that'll have to be enough to satisfy me. God damn it, can we stop with the tragic Yuri? Confess to her!
Yo.
That voice. A trickle of icy sweat drips down my spine. In a near distance, sitting on the bench close to the park's exit, is an easily recognizable figure. I freeze in my tracks. My body wants to keep walking, to reach the familiar safety of my home. My brain is engaging its fight or flight mode. Torn between my options, I find myself completely stationary.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Tomoe.
There's no doubt in my mind that she's been waiting for me all afternoon. She knows my route home. That's obvious since I last encountered her in Shinya in this very same park. Can't help but tense up as she leaps off the bench and approaches me.
You're into weird shit, right? Like, occult stuff?
Maybe? Is that what you came here to ask me?
Nah, just listen, okay? I wanted the opinion of someone freakier than me.
She really knows how to flatter a girl.
It's kinda dumb, you know, but... Have you heard of that Corpse Girl website thing?
Who does she think she's talking to? More importantly, how should I respond?
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, right? I heard rumors too, so I checked it out. I thought the whole thing was really funny. Like, could it be for real? Anyway, maybe I kinda used it to request a death.
No, really?
Is that so?
Tomoe has pretty much straight up admitted that she was the one who requested my death. After all, I know exactly how many requests come through the site. The latest one had to have been from her.
Yeah, and, well, you know how the site works, right?
Fill me in.
All you do is put in a photo of a bitch and her phone number. Then she's supposed to drop dead. Simple as that. Thing is, no one knows how it works. Or if it works, actually.
Right. Okay, so you requested somebody's death, and what happened?
Well...
This is it. This is where she admits she uploaded my photo. Caught her red-handed.
See... The dumb bitch went and died.
Ha!
What did you say?
The chick whose photo I uploaded. She's deader than a doorknob.
Wait, then who put in my photo then? Who's Tomoe referring to? My mind is racing frantically, scanning through the list of Corpse Girl's victims over the past few months. The only people who have died recently are Akane Tsurumaki and Eiichi Hanada. Tomoe is talking about a female, so that rules out Eiichi. Then there's Rui Hatano, but she died such a long time ago. Last year, in fact. Surely Tomoe wasn't the one who requested her death. It was way too long ago for her to be bringing it up now. This leads me to believe that the only person Tomoe could be talking about is Akane Tsurumaki. Dude! Is Tomoe fucking her husband? Or has somebody else died, somebody I never found out about? That's impossible. I've been so thorough in searching for the results of my work. The only victim that Tomoe could be talking about is Akane. But wait, no, that still can't be right. Tomoe requested my death. Somebody, Tomoe uploaded my photo to Corpse Girl's website just recently. I take a deep breath, swallow hard, and open my mouth.
Tomoe, what you're saying is really serious. Are you sure this person died?
Yep, no doubt. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you're good with this occult junk, how do you think she died from a website? Do you reckon my request really killed her? Because I don't really want this shit on my conscience, you know?
Wait, what?
I don't know what to say.
Come on. I was only really joking around with the website. Didn't think for a second that it could really work. But now, this bitch is cold in the ground, and I can't sleep at night. Keeping Shinya close is the only thing making me calm lately.
Tomoe seems to be showing a little remorse, which I didn't think she had in her. If she thought the website was a joke, then fair enough. It's only natural that she wanted to play around with it. And again, I'm kind of offended that she figured that the whole thing was fake. Corpse Girl has worked too damn hard to be considered a joke. But I want to get to the bottom of this. I need to find out whose death Tomoe requested. More importantly, the question of who requested my own death remains unanswered.
Tomoe, what's the name of the person you requested to die?
Her name? Oh, you might know her. It was that skank from our office, Akane Tsurumaki.
Oh! So that was her! Akane Tsurumaki. Sure enough, she's well and truly dead. Tomoe isn't wrong in believing that the website killed Akane. Tomoe once posted on Noise about wanting to try the website, and she was waiting to find someone to try it on. If I recall correctly, the request for Akane's death came through Corpse Girl's website shortly after I read that post. Perhaps Tomoe made the request on the very same day. So then, Tomoe was the one responsible. I assumed the person who requested Akane's death was someone in her office, but I never figured it would be a junior data entry temp like Tomoe. How did Tomoe even know Akane? I can't see how their paths would have crossed in such a large office building.
Yo, Psycho, you in there?
Is that out of my thoughts to meet Tomoe's dead-eyed gaze?
Your professional opinion, can a website really kill someone?
I'm torn between giving two replies. I could state that I believe the website worked and therefore help increase Corpse Girl's credibility, or I could play it safe and make sure I'm not suspected of any involvement. Coward that I am, I decided to play it safe.
No, absolutely not. A website can't kill someone.
Yeah, I figured. Guess it's just a coincidence that she died. You reckon I'm not guilty then? I didn't really want the bitch dead anyway. I was just mucking around.
Yeah, you're not guilty.
Thank God. That's a real weight off my elbows, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I sure as shit won't mess around with sites like that again, though. I'm gonna play it real straight from now on. I gotta get my life together. I got a man to look after now.
Right. Well, good luck with that. I need to get home.
All I want right now is to get back and figure out who the hell uploaded the photo of me to the website. My mind is reeling, and I'm not in the right headspace to listen to Tomoe's drivel any longer.
For what it's worth, which ain't much. Thanks. Thanks for putting my mind at ease. I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and, well, nah. That's about it for now.
For a fleeting moment, I imagined that she was about to apologize for assaulting me last week. That possibility disappeared from my mind almost as soon as it appeared.
See you tomorrow.
She waves, almost sheepishly, and wanders back through the park in the direction that I came from. Right. Time to go home. I can't relax until I know who requested my death. Wait! Wait! The photo in her desk! Oh no! If it wasn't Tomoe, then the situation could be a lot more serious than I originally thought. If it wasn't because of my petty squabbles with her, then someone really wants me dead. Who? It's either Aoi or Shinya. I can't sleep. It must be past 3 a.m. Countless hours have passed since I started trying to figure out who requested my death. I've run through every possible candidate and their potential reasons 1,000 times. I replayed every encounter that I've had with every person I've ever met, and I'm drawing a blank. I don't know who wants me dead. I'm not so vain to think that everybody likes me. I'm sure a hell of a lot of people don't like me very much at all. But does anyone not like me enough to want me dead? To nominate me for Corpse Girl to claim as her prey? I take a little solace in the fact that my life isn't actually in danger. Corpse Girl's victims are only brought low by my hand. Though my convictions are strong and I never refuse a request, taking my own life is absolutely out of the question. This is the one and only request I will ever refuse, and it's not for the sake of my own life, but rather for the sake of Corpse Girl's continued existence. I will not let her die and be buried with me. However, now that I've eaten of the knowledge that somebody genuinely wants me dead, I can't cure my upset stomach. No amount of mental reassurance will quell the sickness rising inside of me. Top candidates are, of course, those closest to me. Cross Tomoe off the list, her relief at knowing Akane Tsurumaki's death wasn't her fault convinced me that she wouldn't make the mistake of messing with the website twice. Add to the fact that she came to me for reassurance, well, it's safe to say that she's not the person I'm looking for. So that leaves people I deal with on a daily basis. Aoi Sato, my best friend since junior high, and the first person I ever fell for. She rejected me gracefully during senior high, so gracefully that we still remain friends to this day. Will she want me dead? It's doubtful. She wouldn't even report her stalker, a guy who she is apparently related to the police, because she didn't want him arrested. Then there's Shinya Fujikawa, another acquaintance from school, and now my coworker. He has even gone so far as to call us friends now that we're connected on Noise. I'd never been romantically interested in him, but I was under the false impression that he had feelings for me. He's a wannabe detective, but he doesn't have the competence to follow in his father's footsteps. He doesn't strike me as the type to want somebody dead, let alone to go through with requesting somebody's death. Still, quiet, guarded people like him can really surprise you. When you take those two out of the equation, the people I deal with daily are very few. There are the higher-ups and execs at work, like Kotomi Ida, but our dealings are so short and simple that I'm sure I barely even register on their radar. If I extend my list of candidates to include people that I don't deal with regularly, but who are technically still part of my life, then the list gets a little more interesting and harder to narrow down. Kenji and Momo Ogawa, the father and daughter living in my apartment building. They're sweet, kind, and considerate. Couldn't imagine they want to kill me unless I'm really using up too much of their internet bandwidth and they just couldn't take it anymore. There's my elder sister, of course, Yuriko Kurosawa! We haven't talked in over a year at least. Wait, Yuriko was the name of the girl, who got us fired, right? Hey, I'm googling it. Yeah, it is Yuriko! Yeah, that is her! That is her older sister! The bitch that got, that one girl fired. It was her. She's scum, but probably not the type to randomly elect her own sister for death, probably. She's on parole, but I had to believe she wouldn't do anything to jeopardize her freedom. And there's Mother. Asuna Kurosawa. She's simply not in a position to submit my details to Corpse Girl's website. My struggling brain can't think of anyone else currently in my life. I have a very small social circle, it's true. All the people that fill my noise newsfeed have either already been named on this list, or they are such a small, long ago part of my life that they wouldn't even remember I exist anymore. Then suddenly, and without warning, a face pops into my mind with startling clarity. The guy from the library. Kojiro, was it? Kojiro with no surname. He was bizarre, eccentric, didn't seem like the type of person that gets outside much. Kind of like me, I suppose. His eyes were so clear, it was unnerving. They say that eyes are the window to the soul, but I couldn't see anything of substance through his lenses. Out of everyone I'm mentally listed, he seems like the person most capable of taking someone's life. That's a biased opinion, based on little to no knowledge of him. It's just the impression he gives. However, I had to ask myself, would he want me dead? Me, a person he met one time at the library? In addition, the photo of me that was uploaded to my website was from the Temujin's corporate system. It's the very same picture that I wear on my ID tag. How would Kojiro have accessed it? If he was going to upload a photo of me, he would have found my noise profile and used an image from one of my albums. There aren't too many photos of me on there, but there are enough to identify me. The guy is suspicious, but I don't think he's the one that I'm looking for. Yet I can't get his face out of my mind. On a whim, I snatch up my phone from beside me and unlock the screen. The bright light shines like a beacon in the darkness and nearly blinds me, but I squint and navigate to the noise app. Kojiro, he told me his noise tag, didn't he? If I can remember it, it'll save me the hassle of having to look through hundreds of profiles with the same name just to find him. What was it? Kojiro? No, too simple. Koji something. I start to type different variations with an auto-predicted result pops up. Koji! That's the one! I tapped the result and instantly arrived at his profile. The info in his About Me section is pretty vague, but judging by the display photo, I'm certain this is the right guy. Koji. Just your average guy taking my days one at a time. Introvert. Antisocial. Anti-establishment. Anti-everything. Lol. I like peanut butter, though. Scroll through his feed and see that he hasn't posted anything for quite some time. His most recent post was from about a year ago, and it's just an updated version of his display picture, where he has cropped out a woman's face and body so the focus is just on him. I open up a direct message to him and start typing. Hey, is this Kojiro from the library? It's Noriko. Kurosawa. It's just past 3 a.m. I'm not expecting a reply until I instantly receive a message in response. Hi, late night. You replied so quickly. I swallow and gather a nerve to ask him what's on my mind. Yes, I can't sleep. Have you heard of Corpse Girl's website? The screen states he is currently typing a message, but then the notification simply disappears and no message comes through. Is he ignoring me? Then, yes. So he does know about the website. The question is, was he already familiar with it, or did he just look it up after I mentioned it? What are your thoughts? Is it real? Yes, love it. Big fan. I see, me too. Have you used it? No, well, no, not yet. Don't hate anyone enough. It's hard to get a sense of his emotions through his replies. I can't tell if he's being sincere or not. Wait, have you used it? Tell me. Tell me details. Does it work? No, I haven't used it, but it's popular in my office. I don't know why I wrote that, or why I ended a message with a question mark. I shake my head and wait for a response. Okay, let me know if you use it. Might be, work for me. Might be work for me? What does he mean by that? Work? Yes, I store cadavers. Dispose of later. Oh, he's a mortician. Oh. Wait, could he, like, somehow be involved in? Because that one girl in the prologue, I think her name was, like, Emmy, like, saw her body before she died, so maybe he's involved somehow? I don't understand. Hospital morgue, storage and disposal. He works at a morgue? I noticed a strange smell on his clothes when we met, and now it makes sense. I gag a little and suppress the urge to vomit. So if someone dies, they get sent to you? Even for, like, suicides and murders? Yes, all sorts. Worst are crash victims. Have to mix and match limbs. Have you ever received the victim of Corpse Girl's website? Impossible to know. Maybe? Who can say? Have a name? A name. Can you look up the name of bodies he's received? Can you look up such a thing? Yes, cadavers are ID'd mostly. Know a victim? Should I ask? Will doing so put me under suspicion of being associated with Corpse Girl? Hello? I can look now, at work. I start to nervously bite my fingernails. I know that I won't gain anything from finding out if he's dealt with any of those victims, but morbid curiosity tends to get the better of me. Sometimes I just have to know. Akane Tsunamaki. Okay, a second. No, correct spelling? Got an M Tsunamaki and Akane Surumi. That's not right. Close enough. Close, though. Okay, more names? Eiichi Hanada? One sec. Yes, crash victim. Dad. I remember him. He's still here, actually. Can't believe what I'm reading. Eiichi Hanada ended up at Kojiro's morgue, and he's still there? Really? How do you store bodies? Depends. Up to 2 days for autopsy. No autopsy for him. No need. So he just sits here. Cold chamber number 31BB. Family doesn't collect, then cremation. Is cremation what you mean by disposal? Yes, mostly. Friend of yours? Not exactly. But he's Corpse Girl's victim. He said so. Well, I don't know. He said so. Interesting. I'll look at him again. Really, there's no need for that. It's okay. I won't tell. How'd you do it? I swallow hard. What is you? Oh, shit. Oh, he knows that we're Corpse Girl. Shit, it's so over. It is so over. Hello? How did I do what? How'd you kill him? Oh, shit. I messed up. He knows. Kojiro's figured out who I am. In panic, I slam my phone down. Can you hear the constant vibration against bed as Kojiro continues to message me? Shit! Shit, shit, shit! What do I do? Can I make something up to convince him that I'm not the one responsible for Eiichi's death? Will he even buy it? By not responding to him straight away, I've proven and utterly proven my own guilt. I pick up my phone between my trembling thumb and forefinger. I hold it delicately as though it was suddenly become some sort of evidence I don't want covered in my fingerprints. In a way, that's completely true. I start the messages from Kojiro. Hey, you there? Hello? I'd better reply. I have to say something. Maybe, just maybe, I can throw him off my trail. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kill anyone. Not exactly a lie. Yes, true. Corpse Girl killed him. No name entry on Corpse Girl's website. But you knew his name, and you knew he died. Ergo, you requested his death. Wait, this is good! This is far better than him believing I'm Corpse Girl. He thinks I'm just some fan of the website that submitted a request. I have to run with this. I can't let him know the actual truth. Okay, got me. I used the website to request his death. Ha! Wow, mad. So the site is real. Amazing. This is exciting. Are you happy he's dead? I decided to take a leaf out of Tomoe's book and act more innocent than I really am. Not really. I just made a request on a whim to see what would happen. Didn't think it would really work. Wow, so you didn't hate the guy? Eiichi? No, I never even met him. Just found his photo on the internet. Incredible. Corpse Girl just kills with just a photo. Doesn't even need a name. Wonder how many other Vics I've got here, lol. Have to go. Clocking off soon. Talk later. Kojiro's status immediately changes to offline. I breathe a sigh of relief. The thing you brought the lie. Surely I'm in the clear. This whole conversation was an exercise in stupidity. Nearly shot myself in the foot because of my own insatiable curiosity. The only positive thing to come out of this is learning that Kojiro works at a hospital morgue. I couldn't potentially take advantage of this, but my sleep-deprived brain can't quite work out how. Well, I can dwell on that later. For now, I really need to sleep. My alarm erupts with a shrieking scream and scares me awake. My eyes don't open immediately, and instead I find myself tossing and turning, trying to bury my face in my pillow. I can't have had more than 2 hours of sleep, and now it's already time to get up and go to work. How the hell am I going to function today? I drag my heavy body from the bed and slide into the pair of slippers resting on the floor. The yawn in a stretch, I leave my bedroom. I stand in the kitchenette connected to the living room for a few moments, completely absent-minded. I open the refrigerator and stare blankly at the dismal contents. A small tub of peach yogurt sits on the top shelf, and a half-empty jug of oolong tea rests at the bottom. Grab the yogurt and peel off the lid. Without even fetching a spoon, I simply pour a little into my mouth. Consume about half of the tiny portion and wipe my mouth before throwing the leftovers in the trash can. Just to be enough to spike my energy for the morning. When you normally run on an empty stomach, any amount of calories can work as a pick-me-up. I make a mental note to collect 2 or 3 cans of coffee from the convenience store on my way to work. This should carry me through the rest of the day. The rest of the early morning is spent applying makeup and getting dressed. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. To stop myself from nodding off at my desk, I decided to rearrange my personal effects. Having something to focus on is a great way to fight off to sleep. Unlike the other employees here, I don't tend to keep too much at my workspace, yet it still manages to feel cluttered somehow. Next to my computer monitor are 3 little figurines I collected from toy capsule machines. They're a set of anthropomorphic coffee cans that were released as a promotional campaign for my favorite coffee brand. Each figure is about the size of my thumb. They're cute little things, and when you put a coin into the capsule machine, you never know which character you're going to get. So if I managed to collect Captain Cafe Au Lait, Lieutenant Long Black, and Madame Macchiato. If I remember correctly, there are 2 more I still need to get. The capsule machines seem to be out of rotation now because they've been replaced with a different series of toys. If I ever want to collect the remaining figures, I'll probably need to buy them online. Oh well, I'm not super invested in having to own all of them. I give each tiny figure a bit of dusting and set them back up next to my monitor, so they are all standing up straight and facing forward. Satisfied that they're tidy, I look to the small tray of drawers that sit on the other side of my monitor. I mainly just store papers and office memos in them. They're not really big enough to hold anything much larger than documents. I remember through the drawers and discard a few old notices that aren't relevant anymore. When I'm done, I file away a couple of loose papers that have been fluttering around my desk for the last week. The desk looks so much nicer now. A clean workspace invites a clear state of mind, or so my coworkers would have me believe. Maybe I'll buy into that a little bit, but now that I can see the effects for myself, the corner of my eye catches a glimpse of blonde hair, and I turn to watch Tomoe enter the office. Did you remember to get the picture out of the drawer? She nods at Shinya as she walks by his desk and continues nonchalantly towards her own workspace. Since her desk is in line of my sight, I had the perfect vantage point to watch her put her belongings down and take a seat. I feel a sudden stirring of excitement as she sits down. It's almost as if I'm anticipating something to happen. Was something supposed to happen with Tomoe today? Have I forgotten something important? Yeah, the picture in her desk! I distract myself by starting up my computer and looking over the list of today's tasks. It looks as though I need to correct a few entries. I uploaded to the company server yesterday. In my previously distracted state, it's possible I made a few I can't fucking read! I open a few programs and listen to the whirring of my computer tower, nearly drowned out in the clamor of the office environment. The next time I hear it eclipses the noise of the computer in the office, completely and absolutely. Terrified shriek slices through the air like a knife, leaving a deathly ringing silence in its wake. I scramble to my feet purely out of instinct, scanning for the source of the scream. I don't have to look very far before my eyes to catch upon a distressed Tomoe, kneeling on the floor and clutching her face. She's on the ground next to her desk, staring down unblinkingly, her fingers white from the strain of clawing at her own head. In the sudden chaos, people rushing to her side, I somehow managed to notice that one of the drawers on her desk is wide open. An open drawer? As tired and exhausted as I am, the significance of the open drawer isn't lost on me. I immediately realized why my body subconsciously felt excited when Tomoe came into the office this morning. I left something in her desk drawer, something I wanted her to find. Yesterday's obsession with discovering the identity of the one who requested my death caused me to forget my rebellious strike against Tomoe. I left something in her drawer yesterday, thinking she was the one who submitted my photo to the website. Then she didn't come into work, and then it completely slipped my mind. After she confessed to requesting Akane Sidamaki's death, I erased my suspicion of her being the one who targeted me, but I didn't remove the item from her drawer. I'm in deep, deep shit now. Before I can even lurch forward from behind my desk, Tomoe turns her head to face me. Her cold, grim eyes lock onto mine, refusing to let go. A trickle of crimson blood seeps from her scalp, where her fingernails pierced her skin during her panicked scream. Swallowing my nervousness, I break eye contact with her and stare down at the flat object that was the focus on the outcry. It was a familiar photograph, a printed image on glossy paper, traditional old school, and just as effective as I'd hoped. Though I can't make out all the details from this distance, The composition of the photo doesn't elude my memory. It depicts my very own corpse, toppled backward over a tombstone. A bloody slash traces across my neck, a laceration lines my stomach, and a knife protrudes from my breast. My black hair is a tangled mess, my dark eyeliner smeared and smudged. The grimace on my face is the unmistakable mask of death. Noriko Kurosawa, a stoic and unflinching in death. Noriko Kurosawa, a dead on top of a random tombstone in some nameless cemetery. A bizarre yet untimely, remarkable way to die. Suits me perfectly. Proud of the work that I went into this photo. The objective was to punish Tomoe for requesting my death, to create a work of art so horrific that she would beg for forgiveness when she found me still breathing. But the scene playing out for me is unlike anything I had imagined. Tomoe's face is scrunched up with hatred, the veins in her forehead threatening to burst and shower the office with sanguine. I can't fucking read! Whether or not she thinks this is some sick prank is beyond my knowledge. All I can decipher from her expression is that she is likely to strangle me given the opportunity. But perhaps I'm jumping ahead of myself. Why do I automatically assume that she believes I'm guilty of putting the photo in her drawer? I mean, aren't I the victim in the image? Perhaps she actually...
Who the fuck is responsible for this?
She howls like a wounded animal, a battered and beaten pup backed into a corner. All eyes are upon her. The bleached blonde gal girl with an antagonizing attitude is the center of attention in the office.
This photo is disgusting! Absolutely sick! Who made it?
From the confused and puzzled faces of the 20 or so employees huddled around, it's obvious that no one really knows what Tomoe is talking about. The photo is small, and with her clutching it tightly, waving it around frantically, it's impossible for anyone to make out the detail. I'm bold enough to assume that no one else had managed to properly glimpse it yet. And maybe I can prevent our coworkers from getting a closer look if I act fast. I dart out from behind my desk and approach Tomoe.
Let me see.
Tomoe aggressively thrusts the photo toward me. I take a cursory look at it and guess loudly to add credibility to my acting. Adopting a fake, countenance. I can't fucking read! Of shock, I grab Tomoe by the shoulder and pull her close to me. I bow my head against her so we stand immediately in the middle of the crowd, forehead to forehead, our eyes fixated on one another. Can you two just kiss already? I hope my beating heart isn't loud enough for Tomoe to notice as we stand against each other. Oh shit! Her Kokoro's going doki doki! I whisper softly, my pulse quickening as I try to make my words sound urgent and confident rather than broken and anxious.
Come with me. I need to talk to you.
Tomoe tenses and stiffens, but she murmurs something that sounds like agreement. I pull away from her and grab her wrist to lead her out of the office. We exit from the throng of onlookers scratching their heads and dart towards the elevator. Genius says nothing as we pass him. He just looks on with a pale face. The elevator ride down is silent and awkward, but eventually the doors open to reveal the ground floor lobby. We weave between the scattered couches and sculptures, making a frantic dash for the exit. Trying hard to catch my breath, I notice that Tomoe is nearly exhausted as I am. I want to chalk up my wheezing condition as a lack of sleep, but I know that's just an excuse for my poor physical fitness. Tomoe is still holding the photo in her hand. She looks at it once more in disgust, then faces me with one hand in her hip.
You want to tell me what the fuck this is?
Look, it's difficult to explain, but I'll try my best.
I want to find out who planted this in my drawer! And look at this!
She lifts the photo at me once again. She uses the point of her thumb to indicate the timestamp printed at the bottom of the image.
It's got yesterday's date on it. A photo of your dead body, as if you've already been killed. But here you stand.
Sure enough, the photo bears yesterday's date. Time states 9:06 p.m. Marked it as such when I was under the belief that Tomoe would find it yesterday morning. I wanted her to anxiously wait out the date until my death accompanied the rising moon. Since that didn't go down the way I planned, the confusion on Tomoe's face now is self-explanatory.
I just can't believe that corpse girl wants you dead.
What'd she say?
Huh?
This is just like what happened to Akane Tsurumaki when I requested her death. The police found a photo of her own dead body on her phone when they investigated how she died.
What? Is this public knowledge? How did I not know this?
And now you've got a similar photo. Does that mean Corpse Girl is trying to kill ya? But it doesn't make sense. It's already past the time it says here. And why was the photo in my desk drawer? What do I gotta do with it?
I'm still reeling from the information about Akane Tsurumaki. The police discovered the corpse photo on her phone. Of course they did. Of course they would investigate her death. It was foolish of me to assume the photo wouldn't come to light. Tomoe grits her teeth and tenderly touches a finger to the body cut the bloody cut on her scalp. The place on her fingertips slashed in anguish. She looks at her fingertips in revulsion and sighs.
Look, maybe it's my fault that Akane Tsurumaki ended up down the well. Maybe it's not. The least I can do is make sure that the fucking corpse girl doesn't come to get you as well. You ain't my friend or nothing, but sluts gotta stick it out together, right? I don't want another cold bitch on my conscience.
Thank you? I feel like these are the most touching words Tomoe can string together. I'm somewhat flattered that she wants to protect me.
Tomoe, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I kinda do, you know? You comforted me a little when I came to you about the dead skank. Made me feel like I wasn't totally to blame, yeah? You might not be as much of a psycho as I thought. Might be a heart beating behind that flat chest.
Damn.
Okay. Thanks.
Unexpectedly, the brash and brazen girl beams at me brightly.
I'm putting you under 24-hour surveillance. Corpse Girl's gonna have to crack my skull open before she goes sticking her fingers into yours.
Tomoe, really, that's not necessary.
I can't figure out a way to convey that I'm not actually in any danger. Well, immediate danger at any rate. It's true that there is someone out there who wants me dead badly enough to have requested it through the website. But as soon as the threat of Corpse Girl coming to get me goes, I'm perfectly safe. I resign myself to simply staring blankly at Tomoe, the girl I hold so much disdain for. I know I should choose my next words carefully. Tomoe is prone to violent outbursts at even the best of times. Ah! Fuck, another choice. Okay, well. I don't want to say fuck off. But I don't want her coming after me. So I just want to say thanks, I'll be fine on my own. But just in case, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna save.
Thanks, but I'll be fine on my own.
Nah, that's bull. You're a delicate little thing, so it's up to me to look after you.
Seriously, I'll be okay. I don't think Corpse Girl is going to come after me.
Oh yeah? And what makes you so sure?
It's a long story. But look, you said it yourself. The time and date on the photo have already passed, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, guess so. But so what?
Well, I can't imagine someone coming to kill me now. I mean, the corpse in the photo is clearly dead at 9:06 p.m. last night.
I think Tomoe just wants an excuse to hang out with me. Aw, Tomoe.
But I'm standing right in front of you. I'm pretty alive right now.
You're not really convincing me. I mean, I don't totally believe this corpse girl person really exists, but still. Something or other killed Akane Tsurumaki. Pretty sure it wasn't suicide, what with the photo and all. So, since you got one of them photos too, I think it's best we hang. At least for a day. Let me keep you safe.
You're really stubborn, you know that?
Oh yeah, but I've been called worse.
Yeah, I bet you have. I bet you have.
But why'd you think the photo was in my drawer? Did Corpse Girl get her desks mixed up? And like, shouldn't it have just been texted to you?
I don't know.
Ugh, this shit really fucks with my head. Let's just get back to work, yeah?
Tomoe turns to head back into the building, but stops short. She faces me and hands me the photo.
Here. Better you have it than me.
She enters the office and leaves me standing in the cool morning air. Looking down at the photo, it's pretty clear that it's me in the image. Suppose it would be best to delete this evidence. Shred the photo carefully, making sure to completely destroy any of my defining features in the image. The photo completely ripped beyond recognition. I toss it in a nearby bin and into the office building. Well, that went well. After dealing with Tomoe, the rest of the day goes by without incident. I'm thankful mainly due to how exhausted I am from lack of sleep. When I finally get home, I crash on the couch and watch the sun vanish from the sky. With great effort, I manage to stand and then make my way to the kitchen to brew a cup of tea. In my mind, I run through a list of things I should do during my free time tonight. I could check my website requests, take a bath, or maybe get back to reading Strange Flower. Whatever I end up doing, I'm just relieved the day is over. With a steaming cup of green tea in hand, I retreat to my room and leave the outside world to continue turning without me. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Another dull morning in the office. Chatter people talking on the phone, the humming of the air conditioner, tapping of fingers against keyboards. If I didn't have music to drown out the white noise, I'd probably go mad from being exposed to it every day. I don't know how everyone else deals with it. Thanks to a good night's rest, I've been able to work diligently so far. I've completed a few tasks already, but there is still a lot of work to do. As I continue to pulverize my keyboard with thin, brittle fingers, I look out over the office floor to see who's around. Shinya sits at his desk, his expression scrunched up in concentration, and he absentmindedly scratches his face with the blunt end of a pen. Turning my gaze, I observe the back of Tomoe's head as she works attentively at her computer. She hasn't said anything to me since we arrived at the office this morning. Because I now know that she's not the one who requested my death, I feel more at ease around her. And with the photo of my own corpse destroyed, I can put yesterday's unplanned events behind me. I need to be more careful in the future. Forgetting that I planted a photo like that in Tomoe's desk drawer was an oversight I can't afford to repeat. Corpse Girl's ambitions require me to be at a peak performance at all times. I can't go messing up like that again. I'm lucky that no one else was dragged into the whole mess. Imagine if I did something so stupid when trying to kill a real victim. I would have ruined the entire operation. Taking a deep breath, I clap my cheeks softly with both hands. From now on, I'm going to truly focus when carrying out my plans. All I need to do is wait for the next victim to come through the website. I'm ready for it. Finding out the identity of whoever requested my own death shouldn't be my top priority. I'm immune to Corpse Girl's wrath, of course, so unless someone decides to come at me with a knife, I'm perfectly safe. I'll check the website request this evening as soon as I get home. It's too risky to try and access it while at work. With newfound resolve, I nod to myself and then look ahead to the end of the day. Flickering notification on my laptop screen prompts a wicked grin to split my face in two. One new request! I don't waste any time before opening up the details of the request. My heart begins to pound, and I feel the welcome rush of adrenaline flooding through my body. Request details. Today, 10:55 a.m. local time. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. Oh. My eyes widen at the sight of the uploaded photo. Two people. Two identical women. Twins? The woman on the left is circled in red. She is obviously the requested victim, but without knowing them personally, it's impossible to distinguish between the two. They both have the same stunning features, lustrous hair, and contagious smiles. Watch, like, her twin be, like, the one who submitted her photo. Like, bruh. This surely is an interesting request. I immediately jumped to the conclusion that one twin wants the other dead. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking! That's not the only possibility, but I'd like to think it's the case. It makes it exciting. This type of request only serves to reinforce my resolve. I can't wait to start gouging out the victim's eyes. She will leave behind a truly beautiful corpse. As I wait for my secret weapon, the database of the deceased, to load up, my phone tingles beside me on the couch. It's a noise message from none other than Kojiro. Hey there, about last time. Hi. Hey, that guy, Eiichi Hanada, gone today. Is that so? Where'd he go? Cremated. Family didn't collect him. Limited space, you know how it is. I don't quite know why Kojiro decided to tell me this. I suppose he still thinks I requested Eiichi's death, so... I see. More names? What? Want me to look up more names? Corpse Girl's victims? Sorry, I don't have any more names for you. Shame. Tell me more if he requests more deaths. Oh, and... do you know her identity? Who, Corpse Girl? Yes. No, sorry, I don't know who she is. Okay. Is it you? Jeez, I'm right back to this again! No, it's not me. I'm not as clever as all that. Okay. How did she kill? I'm not sure. Okay. What do you know, lol? All I know is that the victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Everyone knows that. My dog knows that. It's her calling card. You had a request fulfilled. Tell me more. I don't know what else to tell you. Lame. Okay. By the way, I saw the photo. What photo? Eiichi Hanada. Photo on his phone. The calling card. Huh? How did Kojiro see it? Sure, he deals with dead bodies, but surely personal possessions are removed from the deceased before they enter the morgue? I need to play it cool here and not invite any more suspicion among myself. Are you talking about the photo that Corpse Girl supposedly sends her victims? Yes. Funny thing, was definitely the guy, but the photo didn't match the cause of death. The photo didn't match the cause of death. I remember crafting Eiichi Hanada's photo, of course. It wasn't all that long ago. I used a base image of a corpse with dismembered legs hanging over a power line. It was a memorable image after all. It made a fearsome sight, but it's not something that could be easily replicated by suicide or by murder for that matter. So I never really expected Eiichi to wind up looking like the photo. From what I read in the obituary, he died in a traffic accident. He must have been driving, or he was a pedestrian. Either way, It was likely a collision with the vehicle. For starters, cadaver still has both legs. No legs in the photo. Did you know that? No, I didn't. I haven't seen the photo you're talking about. You haven't? Interesting. So Corpse Girl doesn't share the image with the requester. Hang on. Okay. So only the victim sees the photo. Here. Kojiro shares a photo in the chat. Sure enough, a snapshot of the corpse photo I produced for Eiichi Hanada. You must have copied it from the victim's phone. A photo from Corpse Girl. Compared to this. Another photo is shared with the chat. This one I haven't seen before. It's Eiichi Hanada's true corpse, sprawled forward in the driver's seat of a wrecked car. Seeing a genuine corpse photo doesn't come as much of a surprise to me. After all, I've spent countless hours traveling through the database of the deceased. I've seen more than my fair share of destroyed lives. There's not too much blood in this photo. It's kind of lame compared to the gorgeous rendition of his death that I've lovingly crafted. It's still not entirely evident that what led to Eiichi's car collision. This very well could have been a genuine accident. For my own ego, I had to at least pretend that Corpse Girl had a hand in it. Thoughts? The real death doesn't match Corpse Girl's photo at all. Why do you think that is? I feel pretty clever and manipulated by putting the question on Kojiro. I want to lessen the suspicion of my true involvement as much as possible. You're asking me? Well, some theories. Corpse Girl photo is a scare tactic. Nothing more, but don't know where photo comes from. She convinced the victim to kill himself. What the hell? How could his very first theory be right on the money? Just who is this guy? Is he stalking me or something? Does he actually know the truth? Second theory. Corpse Girl comes after victims. But a genuine accident happened first. Eiichi Hanada died before she got to him. His second theory is off the mark, but I can see why he came to that conclusion. Regardless, this is the theory I want him to believe. I think the second theory is most likely. Why would someone kill himself from seeing a photo? Doubting my own methods like this leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Not that simple. Photo is personal and time-stamped, adds urgency, realism. Could be effective, especially in someone anxious or gullible. He's right, of course. Although causing death in this manner was never my intention when I first started Corpse Girl's website, it's a possibility that did occur to me when Yuri Hanado died. Wait a minute, how'd you even get these two photos? Lol. Now she asks. Please don't seem like to share. More morbid the better. Dead guy with corpse photo on his phone fits the bill. They sent me both photos. We played spot the difference, lol. Disgusting. Never knew the police could be so disrespectful to the dead. Hey, Cab! Well, I can't really talk. At the very least, I'm not in that line of work. Again. Hey, Cab! Anyway. Coffee? Huh? Get coffee with me. Yes or no? Unbelievable. This guy wants to meet up and grab coffee? Has this conversation really given him the feeling that I'm interested in him? Does he think we bonded over a discussion of dead bodies? I'm about to tell him no, but some part of me hesitates and holds my fingers. Kojiro has connections. The more the police? Not inconceivable that he might be a useful tool in the future. At this stage, I'm about 80% sure he doesn't know my true identity. It might be safe to meet up with him. On the other hand, I get the impression that even if he knew who I really am, he'd only be impressed. It's a gamble. It could be beneficial, or it could lead to me being caught out. I might even get arrested for my involvement in 3 deaths. Though, is what I'm doing really illegal? I'm not so sure, but I don't think a jury would take my side. That's why I have to err on the side of caution at all times. Kojiro? Okay, let's meet. I take the words and hit send before I have any more second thoughts. It might be a fatal mistake, but if I'm clever enough, I can wrap him around my finger and utilize his connections. Cool. Message you tomorrow. Bye. Kojiro's status immediately changes to offline. I rest my phone on the couch and look back to the laptop screen in front of me. The smiling, beautiful faces of 2 identical women stare back at me. That's right. I was about to start working on this most interesting request. I still have plenty of time before I need to get to sleep. With this thought in my mind, I set about my task in high spirits. The tiny balcony jutting out from the side of my apartment is nothing like it was advertised in the real estate listing. When I first saw the misleading photos, I thought it would be spacious and bright, an open-air hideaway that I could use to get some fresh air and improve my health. I wanted to set up a tiny garden and grow some plants. Nothing that would require a lot of work, but something that could occupy my spare time. In reality, the balcony is a depressing amalgamation of steel and concrete that saps away any desire to stand upon it. I rest in the eternal shadow of the surrounding buildings and manages to catch the sun's rays for about 4 minutes every day. It's an understatement to say that I was disappointed when I ventured out upon it for the first time. I suppose nothing else, it's a good vantage point for looking out over the city, but that's the only positive thing I have to say about it. As I stand here with my back against the railing, calmly sipping a lukewarm mug of green tea, I breathe a heavy sigh. I should be at the office. I should be tapping away at my keyboard, getting through the backlog of work that has accumulated this week. Instead, I'm here at home, tired and strained and wearing thin at the seams. I called in sick this morning. I don't know if my supervisor bought the lie, but he did tell me to stay home and feel better, so that's what I've been trying to do. It's my own fault I feel this way. My own fault that I stayed up until 4 a.m. again. I know that a lack of sleep exacerbates my condition. I know that skipping meals or refusing to take medication makes me feel this way. I know what I do, and I do this to myself. I know. But this is me. This is what I do to myself, as I try to take on each day. This is the way I stretch myself thin, for no reason other than because some days I don't want to be better. I just want to be. I want to stay up late and work on Corpse Girl's requests. My body needs for sleep doesn't come before my ambitions. I want to eat only when necessary because when I'm slim, I look beautiful. I want to be beautiful just like her. I want to skip my medication because taking the same pills every day is a hassle and expensive. And I question whether I really need them anymore. If it's like antipsychotic meds, yes you do. If I can just stay at home like this, I don't need the medication. I even came out to the balcony, and that counts as being outside. So why do I need to take the pills? It's true that when I skip a few days, I end up like this. I try to convince myself that I'm fine, that I'm fixed. Like I was some broken thing that has been magically over. Or maybe it's antidepressants, then yeah. Sometimes, like, I have days like when I don't take my antidepressants for a few days because I feel like I don't need them, but no, I really do need them. Guys, remember to take your meds. You do need them. Take your meds. But I end up staying inside all day with the curtains shut and my eyes locked on a screen. I know that when I stay on top of my medication, I can go to work in the park and the library without a second thought. I can get on the train and not worry about strangers breathing on me or touching me. I can go to the convenience store and leisurely look around. I even went to the restaurant last week and read a book while eating dinner, and no one even tried to cut me or abduct me. And no one tried to strangle themselves in front of me and Yuriko. Can I really only go out and do those normal things because of some tiny pills that a doctor said I need? Or can I do those things because I'm actually better now? Mio's never unwell in the first place. Not irrational, just cautious, careful, concerned. I realize that my mug is empty when I bring it to my lips and taste nothing but the slightly waxy, unpleasant sensation of smudged lipstick. Well, I've been outside for long enough anyway. I'll go inside since it's getting late. Plus, I have the feeling that someone on the street below has been watching me and is waiting to climb up upon the balcony. I enter my apartment, set the mug aside, and retreat into my bedroom. My phone is where I left it, sitting face up and begging for my undivided attention. I snatch it up, unlocking the screen. I'm greeted by the last webpage I left open. My custom-made news alerts for obituaries. From tomorrow morning, I'll be anxiously awaiting news of my latest victim's fate. I transferred the photo with tomorrow's date, June 5th, 9:01 a.m. The unlucky twin has already received the photo. I sent it out earlier today. After sending a photo, I always hide the burner phone out in the unused shed behind my apartment's building. Getting the phone into the shed this morning was rather difficult. I had to cover up my face and hands with some old clothes as I waited until nobody was in sight before dashing as fast as I could. It took me a good 10 minutes to collect myself inside the shed before I could rush back to my apartment and lock the door behind me. I don't think anyone tried to follow me. However, I know that I'm going to need to retrieve the phone again tomorrow and dispose of it. I'll check for a reply from the victim, of course. Not that they ever reply. Then I'll destroy the SIM and discard the phone like I always do. It might be difficult to get out there to the shed again. On top of that, I really should go to the office. Oh, and then there's one more thing I'm supposed to do tomorrow. Kojiro wants to meet for coffee. I'm not so deluded to think that I can pull off all these escapades tomorrow in my current state. I resign myself to reaching for the bottle of medication on my dresser. Maybe another week of taking these pills won't be so bad. They tend to increase my appetite, which is really annoying. It's a constant struggle to try and ignore the hunger that tears at my stomach. It doesn't help that they wreak havoc on my libido. I never know what to expect. Yeah, that's antidepressants for ya. They're a bitch, but they work. Sometimes I can look at those photos of Aoi on my phone and feel absolutely nothing. Other times, I could simply be scrolling through noise while standing on the train and feel an overwhelming urge to explode. I do my best to dismiss my doubts and fears as I swallow 2 of the tiny tablets. I follow up with a sip of water from the bottle next to my bed, and I fight the urge to retch. I take a shower to freshen up. After that, I curl up in bed and read. It's Friday, Friday,
were you
gotta get
yesterday?
down on Friday.
Did you miss me?
Nah, just glad you haven't bit the dust yet.
That's so sweet.
Tomoe leans in close to me, almost uncomfortably so.
Listen, have you had any trouble with Corpse Girl?
No, I think I'm in the clear.
Well, I guess the time marked on the photo has long passed. Maybe you really are safe.
Yeah. Thanks, though,
Huh? Thanks for what?
for thinking of me.
Ah, shut up.
Tomoe's face is glowing red with embarrassment. Aww. Despite our differences, our interactions regarding Corpse Girl have helped us bond a little. I'm not counting on Tomoe and I having a lasting friendship. Even just quiet peace might be expecting too much. I think it's in Tomoe's nature to want to pick fights with people, regardless of whether she's close to them or not. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up quarreling again, no matter how much we learn to respect each other.
I'm at my desk if you need me, but don't bother me, you know?
She waves and leaves that cryptic statement in the air behind her. I return my attention to my computer and mark a few tasks on my list as completed. The next person to waddle up to my desk and interfere with my work is Shinya.
You weren't in yesterday?
Nope.
Are you well?
Yep.
Okay. I've been meaning to speak to you about Sato.
Aoi?
Yes, the thing is, I'm kind of in deep water because of her not showing up to work. And then resigning immediately.
Shit. I was supposed to talk to you about that, actually. It kind of slipped my mind.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, Shinya. It's my fault, really. I hassled you to get Aoi a job.
No. I didn't exercise due diligence. I really should have made her come in for an interview. Or I should have spoken to her myself to see if her heart was really in it.
When you put it that way...
I'm not trying to be callous, but what he said makes sense.
Listen, you couldn't have known it, but Aoi struggles a bit day to day. I'll just say she has some anxiety issues and leave it at that.
Anxiety, huh?
Don't tell anyone I said that. I was under the impression she's been doing a lot better, but maybe I was wrong.
I guess we all have our hidden struggles, right?
Right.
Only you knew. Then again, maybe Shinya struggles too. Maybe dating Tomoe is his cry for help. Damn! Maybe he's going to snap one day and come to the office with a knife. Maybe he'll discover Corpse Girl's website and request Kotomi Ida's death in retaliation for ending his career. Who knows? I can't read this guy as well as I initially thought. For the longest time, I was under the impression he had a crush on me. So what I know?
Anyway, I hope Sato feels better soon. Maybe she'll find a job that suits her one day.
Maybe.
Say, seeing as we're friends now and all, would you mind if I asked you a personal question?
That depends on what it is.
It's related to, intercourse?
Oh! My face scrunches up at the word. I don't like the direction this conversation is heading. I don't like it either.
Shouldn't this be something you talk to your girlfriend about?
Yes, you're right. But I can't actually speak to her about it.
What's wrong? You can't get it up?
You're really the only other friend I have, so...
Shinya's face takes on a dark expression that's far more depressing than what he just said. I feel bad for the guy.
Well, what's the question?
Oh shit! Oh shit, I just got the right as Oh my god! Myth, thank you so much for the rate of 16 people. You just showed up at the right time. We're talking about sex now.
Oh, if, hypothetically speaking, if someone pressures you into, you know...
That's not okay.
Sex?
His face turns red in an instant.
Yes, that. If someone pressures you into it and you really don't want to do it, what should you do?
Say no! And if she still pushes, then fucking dump her ass.
Say no. Firmly and loudly. No one should make you do things you don't want to do.
Preach, Noriko! I mean, I can't believe I'm agreeing with you because you're a bit of a psycho, but preach!
Yes. Of course.
Feel that my answer didn't give Shinya the comfort he is obviously seeking.
Is Tomoe pressuring you into going all the way?
No, of course not. She would never... Never mind. It was foolish of me to bring up this topic. I'm really sorry, Noriko. Please, forgive my lack of professionalism.
Shinya bows to me deeply, his face parallel to the floor. He quickly turns and scuttles away before I get the chance to say anything else. What was all that about? Could Tomoe be pressuring him? I wouldn't put it past her, but something doesn't feel right. She seems really smitten with him. Would she really push him like that? Maybe it's guilt from not being able to prevent his career going down the toilet, but I feel like I should try and do something to help him. I mean, it does sound like Tomoe, not gonna lie. I watch Shinya get on the elevator, and once the double doors close, I get up from my desk and scoot over to Tomoe's workstation.
Hey, can I have a minute?
This is weird. Normally I come to bother Yo.
Yeah, sorry. Have you and Shinya ever gone all the way?
Huh? We've only been together for, what, a week? You think I'm some sort of slut?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Hey, don't answer that! Look, not that it's your business, but... No, we haven't. Shinya's sweet. He's old-fashioned, you know. He wants to really get to know me before we go down that road. And I'm happy to wait. The last few guys I dated only ever wanted one thing from me. And that gets old real fast, you know?
Okay, I believe you.
Why are you asking me anyway? Did Shinya say something to you?
No, I was curious, that's all.
You think we're real friendly now, don't ya? Well, I don't mind some girl talk. Come talk to me anytime.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Tomoe waggles her fingers in a goodbye wave, and I return to my desk. If I take Tomoe at her word, which I find myself doing increasingly often, then she's not trying to get Shinya to do anything he's uncomfortable with. So that can only mean one thing. Someone else is pressuring Shinya. The guy admitted to me only today that his only friends are Tomoe and myself, so... who's he talking about when he brought up the subject? I guess we'll never know. I'm a little worried that I haven't received a news alert for an obituary today. My latest victim, that twin woman, had her photo timestamp set to 9:01 a.m. My method worked, like it has the last few times, then she would be well and truly dead by now. She should have slit her own throat, or someone mysterious should have come along and slit it for her. Not like I've managed to identify how Corpse Girl's power works. I'm no close to figuring out why her victims die. All I know is that they do die. And yet, I can't find any matching obituaries for today. I've tried searching manually, too. I can't always rely on my automatic filters to get it right. I've scoured every source I can find and have come up with nothing. It's possible that she hasn't killed herself yet. It's possible that she's planning to do it. Or maybe someone else is still planning to kill her on Corpse Girl's behalf. It's also possible that this time my victim won't die. Depressingly, that puts me back at square one. My winning streak will be over before it really begins if the corpse photo has no effect. I make a mental note to discard the burner phone when I get home. I somehow forgot to get rid of it on my way to work, being so absorbed in my strict morning routine. But it's not too late. Barely 24 hours have passed since I sent out the photo. I'm not straying too far from my modus operandi.
Oh, you came. Mad.
That familiar halting voice snaps me out of my thoughts. Kojiro stands before me, wearing slightly cleaner clothes than the last time we met. It's very possible that he interpreted his meetup as a date and decided to wear his absolute best outfit. The smell of the morgue is only faint upon him, thanks to the desperate cover-up scent of strong cologne.
Hi,
Can I sit?
please.
Kojiro pulls up a chair and sits across from me. He's relaxed and awkward all at once. His tall, lanky form doesn't really seem to fit in with the tiny, cozy cafe selected as our meeting point.
Waiting long?
No, not really.
Great. Ordered yet?
No. What do you recommend?
House blend. Fantastic. They roast it here. Also, the chocolate gâteau is amazing. I'll order 2 slices.
Thank you, but I'm not hungry. Coffee is fine.
Roger that.
The waitress eventually comes around and Kojiro places our order in fluent French. I think the waitress is taken aback as she bows politely and humbly asks him to repeat himself in Japanese. Nerd. Once our order is settled, Kojiro leans forward and looks into my eyes.
You wear glasses?
I subconsciously reach a hand to my face and check if I am indeed wearing glasses. Of course I'm not.
No? Why would you say that?
Kojiro leans back casually and shrugs.
Couldn't remember. Maybe you had them on last time.
Last time? Is he referring to when we've met at the library?
I've never worn glasses. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just making conversation. This place is great, right?
Sure that the cafe possesses a quiet, comfortable atmosphere. The smell of freshly roasted coffee lingers in the air, and the display of various cakes at the front counter doesn't make me ill. I can make out the faint sound of acoustic music in the background, vocals in what I presume to be French. All in all, it's a nice place. Kojiro chose well.
Oh, is this place expensive? I just don't have much money, that's all.
Don't worry, it's on me. How's work? The bank, right?
I cocked my head to the side. Did I ever tell him what I do for work? I don't recall saying anything on the subject.
I work at the head office for Temujin, not in an actual bank.
That's so. Huh. Read your profile wrong.
I relaxed somewhat at his explanation. Of course he would have read my noise profile before meeting up with me. That's pretty normal. I don't keep much personal information on there, but it's true that my workplace is listed. Our conversation is put on hold as the waitress returns with 2 cups of coffee and a single slice of chocolate gâteau. Kojiro thanks the waitress in French, and she once again bows in embarrassment and takes her leave.
Bite?
He scoops up a section of the cake with his fork and holds it out to me. I wave a hand politely and shake my head.
Oh well.
Takes a bite and looks immensely satisfied with his choice of dessert.
Could eat if you wanted. You're skin and bones.
Excuse me?
Just saying, could stand to gain some weight.
The nerve of him! Who would say that to a young woman?
I'll have you know that I eat perfectly well.
Whoa. Sorry. Wasn't trying to be mean. You're gorgeous. Just saying, some cake wouldn't hurt.
I'm gorgeous? I feel a little flushed and I look down my phone to avoid Kojiro's warm
Try the
gaze.
coffee, please.
I reach for the cup in front of me, more due to the pleasant aroma than Kojiro's suggestion. I take a sip. It's been started at the perfect drinking temperature, and it's absolutely delightful, rich, delicate. I could drink this all day. I've probably been wasting my time drinking canned coffee. This is the real deal.
Thoughts?
The first time since Kojiro arrived, I smile.
It's wonderful.
Right? I like your smile.
This guy's really laying it on thick. I didn't come here to be swooned, still. Praise is kind of nice, even if he is just trying to play me with the oldest lines in the book. Figure I should switch the subject to encourage him to stop flirting.
So, how long have you worked in the morgue?
Wow. Good question. Okay, let's see. 34 now. Started there at 22. Damn. 12 years. Never thought about it. Shit, I'm old.
No, not at all. You're older than I expected, but really, it's no big deal.
Hey yo, that just makes him more of a dilf, let's go!
How old are you? Can I ask that?
I don't mind. I'm 20.
Phew. Okay. Right.
Is that an issue?
No, of course not.
Good, yeah, she's legal age.
You're mature for your age. Or I'm out of touch.
Well, maybe don't say that first part, but yeah, you're out of touch. But it's not Thursday.
You're out of touch.
I'm out of touch! You're out of touch! He laughs it off, but I wonder if I did hit a nerve.
Would you date an older guy?
Ayo! How do I answer a question like that?
Good question. I've got no issue with age, but I don't really know if you're my type. And if I can be honest, there is someone I have feelings for already.
That's so. Unrequited love, huh?
Something like that.
Props can't compete with that. Well, that's okay. I mean, you're stunning. Out of my league. Thrilled to be friends if nothing else.
Friend sounds nice.
Mad.
Maybe I had him wrong. He might be a bit more mature than I gave him credit for. If he can take rejection without pressing the point, that speaks a lot about his character. You know, I respect him for that.
So, Corpse Girl. Interesting, right? How does she do it? The photos, the killings, all without knowing the Vic's name.
Yeah.
Wonder what her death count is.
3, 4 if I'm lucky. I tried to say this out loud.
Eiichi Hanada. Car crash. Was it planned? Cut the brake line. Drugged.
I have no idea. Sorry.
But you requested his death.
Yes.
I did lead him to believe that. I'll have to continue to go along with it.
And for no personal reason?
That's right.
Brutal. Don't request my death, okay?
We'll see.
His face lights up, almost as if he's impressed with the ambiguous answer. Excited even.
Maybe I should try the site. Request a death. Know anyone who deserves it?
Sorry, not off the top of my head.
Neither. Maybe you should request me. I'm dying to know how it goes down.
You know, maybe you shouldn't mess with this stuff. What if you really ended up dead?
I can protect myself. I mainly want a corpse photo. How does she do it? Oh, by the way, you read that book I gave you?
You mean Strange Flower?
Bingo.
I'm halfway through it.
Wow, fair effort. It's long. Thoughts?
It's interesting, I won't lie.
Nobel Sinclair is a sicko, right?
Me with like Junji Ito.
Right. He's not all there.
Halfway through, huh? So, has he dined with the dead?
Yeah. Who was it? His school teacher, I think. He dug up her body 2 days after she died, and then dressed her in his mother's Sunday best.
Ew.
Took the corpse out for Italian? I can imagine the waiter's reaction. Ah, classic.
Kojiro seems to really enjoy reminiscing about the book. The story is definitely interesting, but the way he's laughing at it makes me a little worried. Then again, the guy works in a morgue, so maybe the whole scenario is just comical to him.
Oh, that's it there.
Takes me a second to realize what he's pointing at. Sure enough, the book in question is sticking out of the top of my bag.
Pass it here. I want to show you a funny passage.
I nod and reach for the book. I pull the massive tome from my handbag with a fair amount of effort. The book comes free, but it snags out on the bag zipper and causes some of the contents to fly out.
Whoa.
A few personal belongings fall to the floor with a clatter. I notice my lipstick, lip gloss, notepad, and pen hit the cafe's tiled floor. Kojiro comes around to my side of the table and helps me pick up my things. Pauses when his hand grapples with another book that has fallen underneath Strange Flower.
Rose photography? What's this?
I quickly reach for the book and try to snatch it from his grasp.
It's nothing.
Kojiro's quick and he instinctively avoids my desperate grab. He holds the book aloft and continues reading the cover.
Huh. English? A comprehensive history of photo manipulation.
He returns to his seat and flips through the pages. As I finish packing my belongings away, I bow my head silently, waiting for his judgment.
Yo, you can read this?
Only a little.
Oh, this is tough. My English isn't good. Thought it was French at first. Huh. These images.
Kojiro suddenly snaps the book closed and looks at me.
I figured it out.
I brace myself for his inevitable accusation.
Corpse Girl fakes the photos. The photos aren't from the future. Like that was ever possible. Photo is fake. Timestamp is fake.
He's correct. But will we go back to assuming that I'm Corpse Girl?
Hey, why do you have this book? Are you editing photos?
I mean, I have an interest in it, but that's all.
This book is old. Doubt the techniques are useful anymore. Still, it's interesting. My theory. Thoughts?
About Corpse Girl faking the photos?
Bingo.
I don't know. Sure, it's possible. But can anyone fake a photo so realistically?
Realistically? Do you know her photos are realistic?
Thinking quickly, I step back with an answer.
You sent me that copy of Eiichi Hanada's corpse photo. The one Corpse Girl apparently produced.
True.
It was good, right? Pretty convincing.
Very convincing. Is photo manipulation that good?
You'd be surprised, my dude.
I suppose if someone skilled enough was doing it.
If it's not photo manipulation, then one more theory.
What is it?
Maybe the subject in the photo is a corpse.
I'm confused. Of course it's a corpse. What's your point?
Sorry, hear me out. It's a photo of a real corpse. Just not the victim's corpse. Corpse Girl acquires a real corpse, dresses it up, just like in Strange Flower. She makes it look like the Vic. It's convincing because it's real. No photo manipulation.
Huh, I see.
Immediately, my mind starts to kick into high gear. Kojiro is unknowingly presenting me with an unprecedented idea. What if Corpse Girl does get real corpses? What if she dresses them up, wounds them, makes them look like a carbon copy of the victim? Then she holds a photography session to capture the magic. Realism will be amazing. It'll be way more convincing than manipulating a photo, even though I've become pretty good at it. It'll be the next step in realism. It's sure to convince victims to kill themselves. If Corpse Girl's victims can be relied upon to kill themselves, then I don't have to continually question the cause of death. I wouldn't need to worry about whether some mysterious third party is wandering around slaying people on Corpse Girl's behalf. All the deaths would be caused by suicide. It would be predictable, Conquering victims would simply be a matter of forging a convincing enough corpse replica. But the legwork involved in acquiring corpses would be... That's it! The answer is sitting right in front of me, with a smudge of chocolate cake on his chin and an empty coffee cup resting in his hands.
Say, hypothetically, would it be easy for Corpse Girl to even have access to dead bodies? Legal ramifications aside, could she possibly have a source of cadavers to desecrate at will?
Yeah, it's not impossible. Take someone like me. I have the morgue. I'm there alone, mostly. Someone like Corpse Girl makes me an offer. I'd give away spare corpses, no problem.
Huh?
Of course, I could get busted. It's not about losing my job. I'm not going to prison. The price would have to be right. But that's just me. Employees in other morgues, well, can't speak for them.
Interesting. So you would willingly work with Corpse Girl if the price was right?
Yeah, I've said it before. Big fan. I support her work. It's fascinating. If she really is using cadavers to make photos, then...
Oh shit. Oh, yeah, maybe this is how we got to the prologue. Because he's an actual corpse that looked just like that girl.
well, I'm offended she didn't come to me for help.
This is amazing. I never imagined this meeting could be so lucrative. If I want to get my hands on all the corpses I'll ever need, I can just ask him here and now. I find myself breathing heavily, and I notice that my cheeks are warm and my head feels slightly airy. It all comes down to whether or not I really want to step up my game. The way things are, well, the twin woman, my latest victim, doesn't seem to have given up the ghost. Maybe I'm being impatient, or maybe my work just isn't as convincing and powerful as I want it to be. Then there are the cases of the previous victims. Akane Tsunemaki killed herself, there's no doubt about it. But Eiichi Hanada? It's highly possible his car wreck truly was accidental. I may not have had a hand in it after all. Ruri Hatano, my first ever conquest. The cause of her death still eludes me. There's no way she could have killed herself in the position that her body was discovered in. So there's one definite suicide, one potential murder, and one death that was an accident. A traffic collision that happened to coincide with the date I wanted the victim to die. Statistically, there's no way to know how Corpse Girl's power actually works. It's almost like deaths are just caused at random, and when you pile in the countless failures I've encountered over the past year, well, my success ratio isn't very impressive. If I could truly compel victims to simply kill themselves, then it would sure take guesswork out of the whole thing, that's for sure. With Kojiro's help, I could acquire cadavers and make them completely look like my victims. The work would be completely different to photo manipulation. There will be gore involved, no doubt about it, and it'll take a steady hand, some makeup artistry, and access to clothing props. Then there's lighting to consider, and backdrops. It's one thing to take an image from the database of the deceased and have a corpse splattered on the pavement, ready to go. It's an entirely different thing to have to drag a body out of the morgue and plant it in a position, then take photos of it. There will be a lot to consider here, but it's not a decision I can make lightly. And on top of that, I doubt I have the courage to right now ask Kojiro straight up for his help. But if I do go for it, I'm absolutely positive it will lend a massive amount of credibility to Corpse Girl's mission. The extraordinary realism will pave the road ahead of me with blood.
Oh, finished your coffee?
Oh,
I quickly take a sip and drain a cup.
that was delicious. Thank you for treating me.
Very welcome. Shall we head off?
Yes, let's.
Any plans for the night?
Yes, sorry I can't hang out longer.
No problem. I had fun.
Kojiro stands up and conjures his wallet. He leaves a few bills on the table and then steps towards me. I stand up too, playing my best hand. I quickly lean forward and plant the soft kiss on his cheek. The maneuver is surprisingly difficult thanks to his height, and I don't think I pull it off as gracefully as I planned.
Oh.
Thank you for the date. Will I see you again?
I give him my best alluring look as I bat my eyelids gently.
Yeah, of course.
Damn, I am playing him like a fiddle. I am so good! He slowly rubs his cheek with tender fingers, amazed that I just kissed him.
Bye-bye now.
I spin and make a beeline for the exit. Smooth. I hope my trembling legs don't betray me as I step out onto the pavement outside. It's not in my nature to try and seduce somebody for my benefit, so much so that my attempt at it has left me feeling rather queasy. I don't know if I pulled it off, but now that I've left the cafe, I can't look back to see what effect I had on Kojiro, if any. I cross the road and a shiver runs down my spine. I hope I'm prepared for what I'm getting myself into.